Hello and welcome. In this video, we will try to understand what are custom modules and how to create a custom module in Kentico. So in custom modules, we can add a custom functionality using Kentico administration interface. We can use custom modules to store large amounts of data, and we can also create relationships between them. So the basic difference between a custom module and a custom table is the only, like, you can have relationships between data via custom module, but in case of custom table you can only store information as a flat structure. So to make this video shorter, we will divide this video in three parts. So in this video we will only see how to create a custom module and how to save information in a module class. We will see in another video like how to implement the relationships via custom module, and we can also see in the third video where we will be developing the UI interface of a module class, and we can also see how to use permissions in the module class. So I have already written steps for creating a module class and how to create a custom module. So let's quickly create our custom module. So let's go to the modules application, and here we will create a new module. So for example, we will be having a module by the name of company XYZ, and we will be creating we need to save some officers list in this company XYZ module. So like you see, we have created a module with the name company XYZ. Let's go to the classes. We will be creating a new class. Let's give it a name as office. So this is not a binding class, so we will remain unchecked, that is I'm into end table, and we will continue with this GUID and the last modified field. Let's click on next. Here we will be creating fields for that custom module. So you can create whatever the fields you want to use and whatever the fields you want to show. So for example, I'm going to use here as office display name. So the data type as text and size will be 200. We will be giving the field caption as office display name. We will save this field. Now another field will be as office name. Like office name will be unique, so we need to check this as unique, and this will be the office name, and form control will be unique, so we need to choose the form control as code name, so that it will continue with the uniqueness of the field. Let's select the code name here, and save. I'm sorry, there should not be a space here. Next field will be office address, and we need to save this as well. Like now clicks on next and finish. So you can see our module class also has been created. Now we will be switching to the code tab of the module, and we will click on generate code, and we will save code. So once the code is saved, you can see that code files have been created and generated into the old app code CMS folder, CMS modules folder. So you can see and check. Let's go to the old app code folder and refresh this. So you can see that our company XYZ module has been created, and we can also see the files. Let's include them in the project and do a build. Let's move to our notepad and see. So our module class has been created, our custom module has been created. Now we have also generated the code files and we have built the code. Now we will be creating a localization string. Let's go to the now we will be creating a localization. Let's refresh this. So we will be creating a new string as here as object type dot company xyz underscore office. So like you can see, you can also give use multilingual, whatever the language you would like to use. So we will be creating a localized string here as offices. So we don't need translation here. Let's save it. You can see this is saved now. Now we will design the user interface. So let's go to the modules again. And now we will be designing the UI interface of that module. It's taking time. Let's search for our module. Let's edit it. Let's go to the user interface. So here you will gonna choose where you would like to see your custom module. So you can choose any section from the administration, so you can create it anywhere. So right now I'm creating it in development. So we will be creating here as offices, and we will be giving some page template here. So the page template type will be object listing. Let's select the object listing page type here and save. So before moving, just check if it is a global application permission, otherwise it will not gonna show in the modules application. Now go to the properties tab and we will select the created object which we have created for the company XYZ. So here you can see we will be selecting here as company XYZ and we will save it here. Now we will be creating inside this offices as add and edit. So you can see company XYZ is already there. Let's select the page template as so it has to be new, otherwise it will not gonna work. Let's save this. Let's create another for the modify. Let's select the page template same and save it. Now we will give the app permissions. So let's create the app permissions. If we do not create permissions, then it will only gonna work for the global administrator. So that's why we're gonna create as permissions as read and modify. So these two permissions we will be creating. So the permissions are done. Now let's go to the UI grids and site access. Let's add the site, whether the site is added or not. So you can see that you can add sites from here. So right now we are just working on the dancing goat, so we're gonna select as dancing goat. Now we will check the UI grids. So we will go to the app data and we can see that we have already company XYZ created here. So in the company XYZ UI grids, company XYZ office and default XML. So you can see we already have added and delete actions here, and the columns we are going to display as office display name and office address. So whatever the filters or whatever the actions you need to perform, you can add it from here. Let's refresh our application and let's check whether our newly created module is. So you can see that newly created module is in the development section is showing. Let's add a new office as office 1, office address is test address. Let's save this. Now you can see that our breadcrumb is not working, so it has to redirect to the offices list. So what we are going to do, we need to give the breadcrumb here. Let's go to the modules again, company XYZ, user interface, and we have to give this in the new office and edit option. So you need to display the breadcrumbs as this, as well as in the offices module you can see there is no logo. So for the logo, for example, you need to copy this web templates type of logo. So you can go here and check the icon. So whatever the icon you would like to show here with the offices, you can add it from here. So let's give it a icon here. So you can change the icon whatever you want to display. Let's refresh it again and go to the offices. So you can see that logo is coming here right now, and if we click on the offices, this is the office list, and if we click on another new office, then office 2, now click on save. If now I click on offices, then it will redirect me to the offices list. So you can see that sorting is also working right now here. So by this way we can create a custom module. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video I'm going to show you how we can create a relation between by using these custom modules. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.